But even if I saw you guys having issues,
So what do you really want me to
And she rejected me, so I started going for Victoria. Fucking minimum, come and say something.
You want to talk?
talk. It's no, yeah, don't.
What's our purpose of being here?
And I have every right to. It is not gossiping.
Topher had a conversation with Nelly regarding the whole problem with Anita. He said that it gets more difficult for him knowing that he does not even know why Anita is angry or why they are having problem. They were talking, the next minute everything changed. Now they've not spoken since yesterday and he does not even know the right time to approach Anita. Well, Nelly told him to give it time. That for her, her friendship with Anita is special, that they always know when to come talk at each other. That even if she goes down to ask Anita what's the problem and she doesn't answer, she will just leave immediately. That anytime Anita wants to share, she will definitely come. Topher said another problem he's facing in the house is Ben. That Ben has this thing with Anita that he even asked Anita, put yourself in my shoe that I have a female bestie in the house that I compliment just like Ben does, or I care about just like Ben does. Only for Anita to say, hey, God forbid, don't even try it. But then here is Anita and Ben always laughing at serious thing. He said even today when he tried to go have a convo with Anita, the next thing Ben came in, they were laughing and talking. That the other day, Anita made her nails. Anita coming up for her to just compliment Anita, Ben already shouted, nice nails. The other day, Anita wore a fine skirt, came out before he could even open his mouth. Ben has already started complimenting Anita, and he was like, what sort of thing is this? That Ben does not even compliment Chizoba like he does with Anita. No, honestly. So in the morning when Chizoba wore, if you notice, Chizoba is wearing a short skirt that has a slit. Even the Mbadiwe twins were like, well, you're wearing it for the, they made a comment regarding that Ben will not even see this to compliment you. Meanwhile, here is Ben complimenting another person's boo. Well, Nelly told him not to bother about Ben, that if it is about Ben, Ben also does that with her. That Ben, even once in a while, comes to her and be like, oh, you're moody, do you want to talk? That, Ben has a way of making people talk to him. And sometimes he even come and say, oh, what's wrong with Anita? Do you know what's wrong with Anita? And him, Nelly, will not pretend like she does not know what's wrong with Anita, just to make Ben, gloat and feel like, oh, he now knows Anita more than her. Honestly, I feel for Topher. Next minute, and it's time to eat. Anita is sitting beside Ben, and Ben is asking Anita, is this food going to be enough? Do you need more meat? Oh, I know what you want. What more do you want? Meanwhile, Chizoba is right there sitting by your right hand side. You've not even asked Chizoba all these questions. It's Anita. Anita, do you want this? Anita, do you want that? Anyways, let's move to Sooj. So Sooj had a conversation with him by the way twins. He told them that in a few conversations with Nelly, Nelly mentioned on the ideas her friends gave her to use while in the house, more like strategy to use while in the house. So most times she'll want to play according to what her friends advised her. I'm thinking, is it possible it could be Messieke? Because Nelly and Messieke are friends. Is it possible Messi gave her strategies to use and play the game? But Sooj said that one thing he noticed is that once in a while this thing come crashing, and the next minute Nelly will switch, the next minute she's jovial and everything, the next minute she's giving him attitude. And just when he was telling them that, he's beginning to think if to just pack up and concentrate on himself and his game. Nelly now called him to come and collect food. And then by the way, twins were like, just go there, but just, you have your fresh ideas on your head, stay cool, still do your thing. And OZEE now said that he has made up his mind to just pack up. He now remembered himself and said, well, I'm not even in a ship, but at least let me just be on my own, do my thing. Well, Sooj, after collecting food, used the opportunity to ask Nelly that they talk. But Nelly said, when you're done eating, we can talk. OZEE encouraged Sooj to try and sort out anything between them, if not for anything, for friendship's sake. That was what he was doing with Onyeka and Victoria that this house, you definitely need allies as the game proceeds. Even if you don't need allies, you need friends. When you come out of this show, you will need people you will be meeting up with and seeing in the real world. And that was what he was just doing with Onyi and Vicky. Zero feelings, only for it to turn out this way. That in fact, during his diary session, he already told Big Brother and cleared that narrative because he does not know how he's being viewed from outside or how he's being shown on the outside. That he expects even that by now, Onyeka must have come to say I'm sorry. That so many narratives are being circulated that he even heard that he asked Onyeka out, only for Onyeka to reject him, and then he proceeded to Victoria. He said that's the craziest thing he has heard in this house. Topher and Victoria also had conversation about how careful they were in their first week in the house. And Victoria mentioned that she, not being the talking type, did not even help matters. That while for every conversation she's having with you, she'll just be over calculating. You might even think she's listening to you, meanwhile her mind is somewhere else. And Topher said first week he was so careful as not to get into any controversy or being dragged into any controversial discussion, sheep, whatever, but just take a look at what's going on. Now he now said, well, it's the essence of this house. They are here to make connections, a genuine one at that. If they don't get to know each other, why are they now here? And he now asked Victoria, I know you were surprised on Sunday when that whole thing with Ebuka and you, Onyeka, and Victoria said, well, she was surprised to hear that. She was shocked as well. Topher said that's one thing about him, that he actually likes people like you, people that take their time to get to know people or select their friend, because why should you be everywhere? Why should you be in everyone's matter? Why should you know everybody? Why should everybody be your friend? He does not actually like the idea of people who are good with everybody. For Wani and Handy, they said moving forward, they will limit the way they confined their issues on people. That was the lesson they learned from everything that happened on Sunday. Because imagine that they confided in this girl. And Wani now counted how someone she once confided in later happened to be who her ex dumped her for. Dicey situation. Anyways, they also talked about Sunday question, how they are not scared of any question from Ebuka, because whatever they say about you behind you is still what they can still say in front of you, and the conversation that they can still have about you. So whatever question that may pop up on Sunday, they are ready and out to answer anytime, any day. Meanwhile, shout out to Dr. TJ, back to back making swallow for the housemates. Man is so domesticated, man. I love that. So I saw a comment. Someone actually asked, when is Big Brother bringing in new housemates? Like, guys, come on. Has it gotten to that point? Anyways, me, I don't know, but they better bring in new housemates. Maybe they don't pursue people where get vibe finish. We are now watching low budget Love Island. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Do have a lovely evening. Bye.